Right. Hello there. Welcome,
Hello.
everybody. Everything is going wrong on this end at the moment for me, quite simply because my dog's going mental. Because just as somebody decides to come to the door, just as we decide to live stream, how nice is that? Can you believe it, Mick? Literally, as I hit the button to go live, knock, knock, knock. She's going mad
Hello.
now. Oh, well, that's another parcel the wife will have to wait for. There we are. Hello, everybody. Are you struggling to focus?
Yeah.
Maybe it's the camera trying to save itself. Um,
Yeah.
don't just stop fixating on your good looks, Mick, and your hairdo. It's just thinning out, if you ask me. But there we are. Oh, I'm in a grumpy mood, and I. That's because
Yeah.
somebody came to the door, bloody delivering parcels. I'm telling you, it's doing my head in. Ah, the dog's going mental and all the rest of it. And then there'll be a nice little red note through the door. So there you go. Anyway, right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to our live stream. And today we are going to talk about thumbnails. So we're going to do a bit of a thing on thumbnails. I'm going to basically go through what's important when creating your thumbnails and also easy ways to create them, because they're not hard to do. They are really easy to do. So yeah, with that, shall I crack on?
Get on with it. Yeah.
Shall I get on with it? I've also got a bit of lag on my computer as well, probably because I've got loads of tabs open. I hope it's streaming okay. If it's not, let me know.
We're getting some hellos.
We are getting some hellos. I know there's some hellos from lots of lovely people out there who want to get more educated with using thumbnails and video, hopefully. Don't forget, we're going to be taking questions. If you've got any video related questions, we'll take them afterwards, yeah?
Yeah.
But I'm going to go through this very quickly. So I'm going to share my screen. And I've got people WhatsApping me as well. So I'm going to share my screen and I'll share the sound as well. So let's see, here we go. Hopefully you can all see that now.
Yep.
So if you can't see my screen, let me know in the chat.
I can.
Okay? You can, right, okay. So basically, we're going to talk about thumbnails. Now, I'm going to use YouTube as my template, quite simply because it's kind of our favorite platform. And everybody in business should be using YouTube because Google owns it, okay? But what we're going to do is we're going to talk about when you're creating thumbnails, no matter what platform it's for, always kind of look at what you're presented with when you're creating them. So, for example, we can see here this one, the text is really small. So when you got like really small text, that does not grab me. You know, if you do it, if you basically your business is about something that people enjoy, like football, then really, yeah, you could create easy ones from that because it's a hobby. But when you're creating videos about how to back up Windows 11, like Jonathan here, then quite simply, what you want to do is you want to make it, hey, this is what we're doing, big text. And you can see here, Jonathan's doing it all right because he's got big text, how to back up your Windows 11 PC. Well, if you're interested in backing up your Windows 11 PC, then that's going to be a useful video. You're going to go straight to it. The other thing is, he's also put himself in it. Yeah. Which we do recommend you do when you can. There are certain circumstances that you can't. So essentially, we got this one here, Ashley Griffiths. He's got get confident on camera in big, and then he's got his name and what he does. I don't necessarily think you need to put your name on what you do. I think get confident on camera is enough to grab anybody who's not confident on camera or wants to get more confident. Saying who you are, it's a little bit of vanity, but at the end of the day, you know, he's got the right idea with a big text and a picture of himself. When I say think about where your thumbnail's going, again, small text here, Camilla, we've told you many times. Basically, also consider things like obstacles. Now, for example, an obstacle on all of these in the bottom right-hand corner is the time, the clock, how long the video is. So if you do have text which comes down and could be potentially blocked out a little bit by that, then that could be a problem. So consider that. The other reason that we talk about, oh, look at that handsome dude. Hey, look at him. The other reason we talk about, sorry, Camilla, I have told you though. The other reason we say about checking what your thumbnails are going to look like on the platform, basically is oh, let me just scroll down. Is when you're on YouTube, for example, you see here purple days there. They've not considered the clock, so I don't know what else it's going to be, but it gets smaller. So this one, that one there, has no chance. Yeah? I can't make that out at all.
No, mate.
We can. So yeah, have good big bold text when you're doing your thumbnails. There we are. G road test import union. I don't know what that means, but there we are. I think it's in America. The ways that you can create your thumbnails. If you sign up to a product called TubeBuddy, and I'll put a link in there. Camilla's defending herself now. Good for you. The new ones. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah. So you have in the new videos have got thumbnails with bigger text. Right. Okay. Lovely. As long as you took it on board and you're doing the right thing now, that's great. So yeah, the ways that we could create them are, there's a product called TubeBuddy which will work on your YouTube channel. It doesn't cost much. It's about $3 a month. It's really worth getting if you're using YouTube. It allows you to actually create thumbnails. So in it now, they've also released this new tool, which is the thumbnail analyzer, which is looking pretty good. I've only had a little play with it. I'll be telling club members about this as I learn more about it, because they've only just released it. But when you go into your YouTube studio with TubeBuddy installed, you can do create thumbnail. And then what you could do is you could use a still frame from your video. You can use a solid color, or you can upload an existing background or image. When you do,
okay.
Let me just mute me. When you do go in, you can basically pause the video, and then you can do frame by frame adjustment to get rid of that stupid look that I've got there. Yeah, I'm going to keep the stupid look. And then basically you could continue, and then you can start adding things like text. So this is text. Yeah. And then when you start adding your text, you can change the color of the text, etc., etc. You can choose all the rest of it, and you can add that as a layer, and then you can make it as big as you want, big or as small as you want, and then you can do things like add outlines and stuff like that. So this is a really good product. You could even add emojis. So if I go in, I can have a nice smiley face. So instead of my gormless look, I've got a nice smiley face like that. Yeah. So basically what you could do is, if you've got the paid version, then you can download that once you've published it. I'm obviously not going to publish this because it's just a bit of fun, but you can add shapes and images and stuff like that. Another really good way is using a product called, we promote Photor over Canva, because basically they are pretty much the same thing. I think Canva's got a little bit of video editing in it, but when it comes to graphic design, they're pretty much the same thing. The only difference is that basically Canva is 100 quid a year, and this is just under 30. Photor is just under 30 quid a year. So you'll be saving yourself money. Sorry, Canva, but you're too expensive. Unless you want the extra features that Canva provides, really, which is a little bit of video editing and stuff like that. But for graphic design, Photor is exactly the same thing. You can see here that I've been creating my thumbnails in there. I got image of me. I like to use my little whiteboard, do a little bit of text on there, and then big words. Did you know? Thumbnails, live stream, stuff like that. A chat with. Where I haven't used myself is where I've got too much information. So OBS Studio course. Yeah, we've got a course running on November 22nd. So I want to get that information in there, and that's used on our website and on our platform. So I want to do that as much as I can. In here, you can create your templates. So obviously we've got our template here for our chat with that we do. And it's really quite simple to use these. You just literally go into it, and it's a layered system that you can go in and you can move the text, and it all layers on top of each other and stuff like that, and do it that way. So as I say, when it comes to thumbnails, think of a few things. You want a bit of yourself in there. You want big text rather than less text, rather than more text. You want to do big text. Just narrow it right down to a few sentences where you're kind of punching your message out there. And then like this one, like principles of thumbnails, how though, and play with it really. I've got at the moment on our website, we've got two on our courses. I've got two thumbnails running for the course we're running in November. I got two different types. I kind of experimenting with both of them. I know it's £100, but if you use the code video50, then you'll get it for half price, by the way. And Video Creator Club Plus members will be invited for free, obviously. But this is going to be an interactive course that we're running. But I got two different types that I'm playing with there. I'm kind of just experimenting slightly. But yeah, that's pretty much thumbnails, really.
Yeah. Can you go back to the YouTube one?
Back to which YouTube one?
Because if you don't do your own YouTube thumbnails, it sort of enforces one, doesn't it? It just takes us.
Yeah. So yeah, you mean like how YouTube chooses for you, and always chooses this because like YouTube has got a sense of humor. Yeah. So you want me to go back and share that?
Yeah.
Okay. So on this one with the content here, so YouTube chooses 3 for you. Yeah. So no, and it does it randomly. It doesn't care. Ironically, Facebook chooses 10. So it'll do 10 in your video that you can choose from. But I always think it's better to create your thumbnails, because another good thing about creating your own thumbnail is when you upload, we do our naming convention, which is basically we say to all of our members and clients, when you're uploading a video or an image or anything to the internet, name it properly, name it what it is. Then add things like what I do is I add video marketing, video production services, and all these different things. Now you've got 256 characters that you can use. So I tend to just use them as much as I can. I've actually got like a little list which I copy and paste. But when you create your own thumbnail, you're also then rename it properly and upload it correctly. And then basically what you'll have is you'll have a little bit more kind of SEO style stuff. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Does that make sense, everybody?
Just to me, it's a bit like it's like a billboard, isn't it? Because there's so many thumbnails there, you wouldn't also stick out. So you're going past in your car and you see a billboard, you're subtly taking it in. But it's also a bit like headline of a newspaper. You want the bold, you know, eye catching straight away, so people are drawn to your video over all the other thousands of videos that are there.
Yeah, exactly. You want to stand out in the crowd, in the maddening crowd, as it were. And I'm just trying to find an example of what I do with my naming stuff, but I haven't got a thumbnail to hand, but I can show you the like the amount of text I'm using when I'm naming my files. So I got this one, which is turning on clipboard history that I did. And if I go into it, you can see, I mean, you can't really see that well, but There's a lot of text now. I've got turning on clipboard history, video training, create your own videos, Windows hints, tips, the Video Creators Club, and all the rest of it. So you really need to be doing the correct naming convention when you're uploading content, whether it's to LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, no matter what. You need to be doing it right, including your website more so than anything, because it's all part of your SEO. And I'm not an SEO expert, but it does make sense because the Google bots and stuff, they read text. So I hope that makes sense. Anyway, so yeah. So has anybody got any questions on thumbnails, or are you all happy and you just want to go and have your lunch? Just curious. Because we can sit here for a little bit and let you ask your questions and stuff, and if you don't want to ask us anything, then we'll bugger off. How's that sound? Because I'm doing a fasting thing now. Mick knows, and I've decided to. Oh, hang on, we got a question here, Mick. Zoltan, what's the difference between photo.com and the thumbnail generator? I did not catch the web address for the latter. Oh, okay. I will put links into the thing. The difference is, right, well, first of all, TubeBuddy, and I'll put a link into that. It is an affiliate link. I will be straightforward. TubeBuddy is about $3 a month, and it allows you to do a lot more than just create thumbnails. It does keyword searches. It does all sorts. It's really worth getting. Basically, the difference between TubeBuddy and Photo is you will get more functionality and ability to be more creative from Photo than you will from TubeBuddy. So if I just put the Photo link in as well, there you go. That's photo.com. Basically, you get a little bit more. You get a lot more functionality from Photo than you do TubeBuddy. But with TubeBuddy, you can basically create the videos on your YouTube channel. You just literally go into the video, you click create thumbnail, and then you are able then as well to be able to download that thumbnail from YouTube as well if you have the paid version of TubeBuddy. If you don't have the paid version, which there is a free option, but you're not able to download the thumbnail and also keywords. It only gives you 3 per. Do you want me to show you TubeBuddy a little bit more?
Yeah.
Let's just do this. I'll show you a bit of TubeBuddy.
I mean, it does so much more than just thumbnails, though, doesn't it? It's really worth getting.
Yeah, completely. Right, I'll tell you what then. So let's go back to the beginning like this. So first of all, let's look at its abilities here. So go show you this handsome chap again.
I mean, Photo is like a cheap version of like Photoshop, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a simpler version of Photoshop. I never worked Photoshop. I always used to give you stuff to do it.
Yeah, it's like an entry level version. And
yeah, but it
reflects in the price as well.
But it's exactly what you need for simple things like thumbnails and artwork on your channel and stuff like that, because it comes pre-built with all of the sizes, etc. So
things like it could get you from the background there, couldn't it? It could cut you out and just show you, and make you transparent in the background, couldn't it? Things like that.
Yeah, you could do transparency and stuff like that. I've used it for that, but I use Movavi video editor for that, because then I can film myself doing silly poses and then cut out the frame I want.
Yeah.
With TubeBuddy, one of the things that it gives you, first of all, is it gives you a little bit of information on the video you're watching. So, for example, it tells you the tags they're using. So if I went to any video on YouTube at the moment, and let's go to Jonathan's here. I'm sure Jonathan won't mind the view. So basically, what we've got here, TubeBuddy analyzes the video. It says the SEO score is 55, and it tells me what tags he's got. So if one of your competitors has got loads of really good tags and stuff, you actually can copy them as well. So I'm able to copy those and use them. So I can copy them to my clipboard, and I could use them if I wanted to. But it tells me how it's performing, how this video is performing. If I went to Jonathan's channel, it'll also tell me about his channel, his keywords and stuff that he's using. But it also tells him how he's performing against mine in the last 30 days, etc. So he's had really good views, and I've only had 859 there. So his channel's had 134,000 views compared to ours. Ours don't even register there. Yeah. But he's doing a lot of good work on helping people with IT problems and stuff like that, which is really good. The other thing then that TubeBuddy does, as I say, it analyze each video as well. But when you go in and you're doing your content, I'll go to my content, yeah. It can help you with things like titles. I recommend you use your brain for that. And it can help you with chapters as well. Chapters are not that hard to do, but it will help you if you don't know how to do them. It's obviously, I've gone through the create a thumbnail, and the thumbnail analyzer is new now, so you can actually analyze your thumbnails and do more than one and compare them, which is quite good. But the biggest thing with it is the keyword checker. If I switch channels, I'll go to the Video Creators Club, which is a paid version. The business channel has only got the free version. But basically, if I go to content here, pick a video, any video, chat with, live stream, outro. So we got here, do you have a claim to fame with Susan? And then I scroll down, then go down to tagging. So in tagging here, I can say, well, I want to explore a keyword. I'll open up the TubeBuddy Keyword Explorer. I'll put video content. Yeah. And then I click explore, and then TubeBuddy will actually go off and analyze the keyword itself. Tells me it's poor. It's not really got much hits, stuff like that. But it will also say to me, well, these are alternatives. So on Google, for example, video content creator, probably a better one. Video topics, how to make video content for YouTube, how to, and all the rest of it. And then it got common tags, and it lists them. But it also allows you to then insert them into your current video. But if you look here, it's got options that it's come up with from analyzing the video itself. So, and this one is weighted at 26, and it's saying to you that's a good one. So how to create thumbnail for YouTube video, etc. So yeah, it's got a lot more. TubeBuddy's really good, and as I say, for about $3 a month, it's actually pretty useful.
It's time saving, isn't it?
It saves a lot of time, but yeah, I hope that helped, Zoltan, with regards to your query about photo and TubeBuddy. I got some more links to put into the chat. So we are doing our OBS course, which is available on our website, but we're doing it online. We're going to do it as a Zoom course. We're going to do that on the 22nd of November from 2 till 4 o'clock. And if you don't know OBS Studio, I'm happy to help, Zoltan. So if you don't know OBS Studio, I'm using OBS Studio, and if Mick clears that for me, then with OBS, what you could do is it's free, and you can create videos by launching your OBS Studio, building things like text and shares and stuff, so that when you actually press a button, you can be recording your video while pressing buttons, and essentially you can just make videos easily. I can share my screen while I'm doing it. Yeah. So I can basically if I share my screen, so now I'm sharing my screen through OBS to this stream, and as you can see, it's got me and Mick down in the bottom and all the rest of it on that video. That this is a loop now because I've got the video up so that people can see it. But there you go. So I could do a video showing you how to use OBS, how to use TubeBuddy. But I can also create things like my end tiles, which has got all my contact info in. So I can say, hey, feel free to get in touch and all the rest of it. And you can do all that in OBS. You can build all this and then basically just record a video. And it takes me about 20 minutes because I've got the basics. The basics really are, when I'm doing my videos, the basics are literally, hey, everybody, I'm going to talk to you today about using TubeBuddy to create thumbnails. So let's talk about it. Let's share my screen. Let's chit chat. Let's do this, that, and the other. Hey, if you want to find out more, then feel free to get in touch. And it's that easy.
Also, there's your logo behind you.
And there's my logo behind me. And it is behind me because, quite simply, everything is layered. Ooh, magic. Yeah. So yes, that's it. So on the 22nd, we're going to do that course live, and it's basically, we normally charge £100, and we're going to do it on Zoom. You'll be able to ask questions as we go through it. Yeah, and if you use the code video50, then you get a 50% discount. So you can basically get it for 50 quid. All right. What else did I have to share? What else did I have to share, Mick? There was also
chat with next week.
Chat with next week. Yes.
Couple of weeks.
No, week Monday. Next Monday. After Wales have beaten Argentina and Fiji have beaten England in the Rugby World Cup. Quarterfinals. Dear me, that should kick off some people. So what else was there? Photo TubeBuddy, yeah, done that. Check out our courses. I would say that. Check out our courses. They are available. If you want to find out more about the Video Creators Club, then you can find that here. And yeah, so there you go. Courses, Video Creators Club. And a week Monday, we have a chat with Celia from Mind Pebble. Yeah. And we're going to be talking about, well, basically mental health, stuff like that. We're going to be, I'm going to say this, Celia had her wisdom tooth removed with no local anesthetic. And we're going to be finding out more about how the hell she did that, to be honest with you. Because, yeah, just the thought of it, man.
Yeah.
I feel queasy.
I remember picking you up from the hospital when you had your tooth out. You're all drugged up.
You say that, blood blooming right. I was well under it. And I'll tell you what, the nice lady dentist, she basically said to me when I was she had to pull that one out because the dentist couldn't. She said, she said to me? There you go. That's the chat with event there. What she said to me was, I've had braver 5-year-olds in this chair than you. Can you believe it? I went to there to have this nice doctor, and she basically insulted me. So yes, there is a bit of a lag on the stream, but at the end of the day, yeah, it's good fun. It's good fun. I don't like dentists, and I'm quite interested to find out how they actually did it with no anesthetic. You have to knock me out. In fact, when I had my wisdom teeth pulled out, they did have to knock me out. I'd all four done at the same time, though.
Oof.
That's why I'm so thick. No wisdom in you. Right. Well, if nobody has any questions, then we will bugger off.
Yeah. Really, thanks for attending.
So thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in. I hope that you learned something. If you weren't able to make the live stream, we do this every month. First Wednesday of every month, usually, but there was a bit of a delay because I went on holiday. Sorry, that's the way it goes. So, shall I play us out, Mick?
Play us out.
See you later.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.